Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk In, Talk Out podcast, the podcast where we have unfiltered chats, unfiltered thoughts and opinions. I am your boy, OJ like orange juice, OJ like overjoyed, OJ like Simpson. Yes, and as always, I am not alone. I have a lovely team with me. And to my left, your right, I have...
Hello, Sir. Hello, Cwecwe. Kenna gorgeous Lale. Bonolo Lale. Welcome back to Talk and Talk Out.
Yeah. Oh! And today is a lovely one. Yeah. We have special.
It is.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a twist.
Yeah. There's
Hello,
a twist.
over there.
On the other side, we have...
Over there.
What's good, my people? What's up? My name is Kevin Taledi. And it's lovely to be in the space today. I'm very, very honored. Very, very honored.
Thank you.
I can't contain myself.
Yes.
It's totally okay. Hey lovies, it's Momo Ndiasom Kosa Apa Usbahle. Welcome back to Talk and Talk Out episode 12. We in it, baby.
Oh,
We in it.
Oh, yeah.
Kapagati inside.
Oh, yes.
Kapagati inside.
Benekante.
We are back like umqolo like umqoqotho.
Once again, whether winter, whether summer, we still coming with the heat.
See that? We right here.
Standard.
We have a guest today. This is our favorite person, literally. It's
Unjani we guest?
I'm well, thanks to yourself, my babes. Right.
Wasikhuluma isilungu namhlanje. Okay. Okay.
What do you say? What do they say in Venda?
Yo, wait.
I'm joking. But I'm
Ardebe Rona.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm joking. I'm very honored, like I said, to be here. It's such an amazing atmosphere.
Man.
I even feel like crying. Like I'm joking. But,
oh my
thank
gosh.
you for having me, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for honoring it.
Kevin.
It has been a long time coming, by the way.
Yeah,
But,
actually.
Yeah, it's been a minute, actually.
It has been.
just to put it out there. But yeah, anyway.
But for the people that don't know who Kevin, especially Taledi is, could you just tell the audience back at home who is Kevin?
Ooh, Kevin is a very much. I'm not a package deal, but I'm a very outspoken person. I'm a very out person. I'm a very I'm not an inboxed person. So I'm a creative at heart. So being a creative at heart means that everything that I do is literally out of the box and out of the ordinary. Yeah. So I'm not an ordinary type of person. So, yeah.
But why would you say you're not creative? Kevin is a makeup artist.
I'm a
And
creative. So me saying that I'm a creative means that I'm not boxing myself in anything. So what I basically do is I'm a makeup artist. I'm a visual artist. I am a singer. I am a worshipper at heart. I'm a worshipper in general.
Yes,
so
sir.
I am very much in. Also, yeah, I'm a radio presenter, by the way. So.
Okay. Okay. Plug.
Yeah.
Details.
So I'm a radio presenter. I am a creative at heart. Hence, I'm saying everything that I do out of the love of being a creative, and it's out of the ordinary. So I do a lot of things. Aside from what I do, I venture in every single thing that I think benefits me, even if it's not aligned to what I'm supposed to be doing at the time. Yeah. But I like doing a lot of things, so I can't really box myself.
In other words, you adjust quickly and you're very versatile.
I'm a very versatile type of person, so very much so.
So what you're doing, it goes well, Lily personality, how?
I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I say
that
I'm
works.
That is not a
That
lie.
is what is needed.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere, and by being everywhere,
Friendly, hyper, energy, all that.
You can never catch me in a bad mood. Sometimes.
It is called
Can
a
you be
package.
sad? Can
You
you be
are a
sad, though?
package, though.
Yeah.
Or the fact that you have to even ask.
Actually,
The fact that you even have to ask just has to tell you the type of person that Kevin is. But one thing that really stood out is out of the ordinary. You're out of the ordinary.
I'm not an ordinary person.
Yeah. And I think that's a very, very major key, especially in the current times that we're in, man.
Dude,
Having to adapt and being able to just stand out. Like a sore thumb.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard, but we make it work.
Yeah.
We make it work by being ourselves and just by venturing in a lot of things that we want,
Yeah.
that we feel like we're passionate in doing, or we're passionate in actually venturing in.
Yeah.
So that's basically why I say I'm a very unique type of person. I'm very out of the ordinary. So everything that I do is literally not the same as the ordinary Joe.
Yeah.
Understood.
Do you ever feel like you're doing too much? Like, is there ever like a feeling that I feel like I'm venturing in a lot of things,
A
or
lot of times, like every
Yeah.
day. Like most of the time, I feel like I'm doing a lot. I just feel like sometimes I just feel like I can't do as much, but I wake up and tell myself that, hey, get up and move, because
Yeah.
if you don't venture in a lot of things and if you don't actually explore, you won't really find your niche. You know, you won't really find what you actually love.
Do you ever feel like out of place?
Do I ever feel out of place? A lot of time. I mean, being a person who's not ordinary and being a person who isn't like anyone else,
And who's proud of
who's
that?
who's part of not being ordinary, comes with a lot of scrutiny. It comes with a lot of feeling alone. Even though you have so many amazing people around you, you just feel like, oh crap, I'm alone. But knowing very well that I'm not gives me joy.
And that's
Besides church and like worshiping, how do you deal with it?
Besides church and
Like singing?
I think how I deal with everything that I do, to be quite honest and honestly speaking, I start everything with God. So if I start everything with God, then I know for sure that everything is not for me and it's not me, basically. So it's being guided by God, and being guided by Him means that everything that you do actually
Walk by
works
Him.
out. It
Yeah.
works out because He will never open doors that will not
not
that
be
are not
able
for
to
you.
fill, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
And having to do like nothing without prayer or like just going to God first feels so weird.
it feels so weird.
It does.
It's like ngathulahlekile, awazi ukuthi wenzani.
Yeah.
That's so
To
true.
be quite honest,
That's
Ngara
like-
itse gore go iralang, there's no guideline, but yeah, that's just what it is.
Having the guidance. I think with being creative, there's also that thing that you almost like a loose cannon. You're just all over the place.
Exactly.
Right? It's
exactly.
overwhelming.
Anytime
Overwhelming.
it's
Yeah, because you're just one day you're this, one day you're that, one day you're venturing into this, one day you're venturing into that. You're like all over the place. So
I mean, I guess it also comes with saying, without saying that you're literally confusing any enemy that you come up across
yeah,
with.
yeah.
So yeah.
I hear that. And I think in the process of that, what would you say the importance of guidance is?
The importance of guidance. I mean, we don't all know everything. So the importance of guidance for me is having someone to hold your hand. Having someone to actually pick you up and say, hey, you're doing good, go on. Or having someone to actually literally be real with you and say, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, yeah.
So guiding you, I think guidance for me is very important.
Major key.
You need a lot of support because
A lot of support.
you burn out. One nitty.
Trust me,
You
you do.
wow boo.
But
And it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, having a very supportive circle
Yeah.
actually also helps. So yeah.
So seeing that, I'm not sure how this is gonna come out, but forgive me. So seeing that, like, you decided you not decide, you are not straight. How did that come about?
I've always been a flamboyant kid.
Okay.
I've always been very in touch with my feminine side as a kid. But that's kind of a very tricky question, simply because there's a lot going on when you're not like other kids. So for me, it's always that you're not treated the same, because it's always that thing, that stigma. Ya gore, ish, yeah, tshwantse. So hence why I guess I work myself very hard, and I work myself so hard to a point where no one's ever gonna say, "We've given you this. We've given you something on a silver platter, so you owe us something." So it's, for me, having to grow up not being like any other kid, or not being like the kids that I grow up surrounded with, had installed a lot of individuality for me and security, because I know then I can rely not only for myself, then I can rely on God for most things, basically, like I said. So a lot of those things were very, I don't know, but it was crazy because growing up I was bullied a lot. Because of that.
Of that, yes.
Because of me being flamboyant, because I liked playing or liked surrounding myself with girls. And not only that, but I wasn't like the average girl.
Yeah.
I never played soccer. Well, I tried and failed dismally. But, you know, it also comes with a lot of self-control, I guess. So, yeah.
So, seeing that really well, who actually found out first? Is it your sister?
Oof. I don't know.
Or your mother like noticed, but you know what, my child is actually more feminine.
To be quite honest, I don't know. I never had to come out.
Oh my god, that is so cool, actually.
I've never had to like say, "Yo, guys."
Okay.
It's sure they pay attention.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I think we're answering. I don't know. Actually, yeah. No, I don't know. I really don't know.
That's interesting. Shout out to your family. That's interesting, because you don't hear that a lot.
Yeah, you don't.
Because there's always like that meeting where you have to gather the entire family. Like,
You have to explain now. It's, oh my god, mama.
Awkward meeting.
Trust me, I wanted to, but at the same time, I was like, yeah. And then my mom saw me buy my first makeup stuff, and then she was like, okay. So we go in the route. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, she never really said any. So yeah, I'd never really had to come out to anyone about me.
So you feel like batswadi ba know they are more understanding compared to bagale.
Batswadi ba no, guys. I don't know. My mom is an old person. Mama kako motswadi wa kgale. Like, okay, let me just say that she is old enough to be someone's grandmother.
Okay.
So with her, I guess it came with having to allow certain things to happen in front of her so that she can understand. One thing about my mom, she loves learning.
She's open-minded.
That is good.
She loves learning about a lot of things. So yeah.
That's good, because batswadi ba rata tisa tlhogo wa banya ko itse. No, rona kale ne ra so.
Exactly.
Yeah, like gona le
They
molao.
think that ukuthi badala now that they know best to dlula thina. And it's not
That
always
it
like
kind of
that.
is the
It kinda
case,
is the
but
case.
it's
But
just
it's
that
not always like that.
abakon adapted to change or abanyaki.
I think I think with that, it's like a communication. Like if your parent has the proper communication skills to actually communicate with their kids, or want to communicate with her family around.
Yeah, no, that is
the importance of communication.
Very,
Major
very
key.
important.
Communication.
Major key.
Why would you say the importance of learning how to articulate? Because I'm listening to you and I'm like, Kevin actually knows how to put his words together. Like, yo.
Yeah, the importance of articulation. I don't think it's that important, but I think learning is because we can say not a lot of us can pronounce a lot of words. Not a lot of us can actually present ourselves in certain ways. But if you learn how to present yourself in certain ways to fill certain rooms that you actually get into, then, or knowing how to read the space or how to read the room, that also like works when it comes to how you're going to communicate with certain people.
That's lovely. That's so profound.
Nah, guys, how do you feel? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you were about to say something. Please.
I wanted to ask her, how do you guys feel? Gore good people mo lefatsheng le, they don't last. But batho ba dipelo tse mpe ke bona like ba lastang, like ba nna sebaka. Le naganang ka ntho. Or as a good person o nna go chancha o nne moloinyana. Like
Yes.
iralang.
I feel like you
What?
should have balance. Not muloi though. I feel like you should have balance. Being too good, honestly, we all know that it doesn't really benefit you most of the time. So I feel like you should have like a balance. Sometimes you just like put yourself, and putting yourself also comes with also understanding when people put themselves first. So you should understand people's paths as much as you expect people to understand yours. That's what I feel like. You're a good person, but they like sometimes just put yourself first.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I don't think that's the case, hey? I just think that the reason why, and I just learned that recently, no, I saw hore abalasti. Their mission and their purpose in life is done. So
Dang, I actually didn't answer good by last time. Sorry.
so now with foul and cruel people usually stay because they have unresolved issues.
But I feel like those cruel ones don't last too, man. I don't know.
Like if you can look at people who are, let's say for example, I'm very cruel and Smahle is the nicest person on earth. Her mission on earth could be very different with mine. Mine could maybe be, okay, my mission is to show people that God's work is mightier than a man's work. So, because they're mightier enough in a sense of you're able to change. You're able to change your likeness. You're able to change your heart in order for you to love your surroundings, in order for you to love everyone around you. So learning how to love and learning how to treat other people then leads to you knowing how to treat yourself. So then with that, you know, my mission, because we all don't know our purposes. We all don't know our purposes. Then, you know, there's a lot of cases where people die after changing. There's a lot of people that actually die after like a life of crime, a life of being very, very cruel. But when they turn a new leaf, that's when they. I think it's just a story.
So, hore batho ne re gonna be like ba khohlage like ne banna because bana done finished business ke mar batho ba lokileng ha bana unfinished business.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Kere, they have banna because they have unresolved issues in terms of them changing.
Okay.
Or them allowing God to use them to
Okay.
show other people no, you are able to change. You are able to follow through. So it's not necessarily to say batho ba salang ba lukile don't have a purpose or don't have like unfinished business. The fact that you're still on earth or you're still alive means that you don't have it's either you haven't found your purpose yet or your purpose is not fulfilled.
Okay, understood. I hear you.
Yeah, no, I agree. I really agree with your point. Actually, yeah, it's a thing. Your purpose isn't fulfilled.
Yeah,
I agree with it fully. Actually,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, like I want to add on, but I feel like it's just sweet and short. Like just that, you know.
I mean, it is. That's kind of that.
100%.
So, random question, ne? Like, motho ka o founela a re e joke e bolele motho ko pelo nthuso pata the body. So, as a good person, do you help your friend or do you not help your
Have
friend?
morals.
Moralsy. That's your friend.
That is emergency.
No.
That's
Emergency.
the bad part of coming in. That's the
Yes.
balance. That's how you need to. Yeah, that's
Guys,
where the balance comes in.
Now,
That's your friend.
it
Help your
depends. I don't know. I don't wanna say gore, it depends because it's gonna contradict what I
Say.
stand for
Yes.
or what I say. But I usually say gore, if you are put in a tight situation, people around you are always there to help you. But it depends on what it is. To be quite honest, let's be frank and let's be serious. We're not
Honestly,
gonna
yes.
pata motho. O ka thusa chumi ya hao, a mo pata.
I feel like the thought of it is fun. The thought
The thought
of
of
it
it-
is fun.
the thought of it is
but when
fun.
you actually think about it, you're like,
The thought of it is fine.
It's
but
a
like,
bit tricky. It's a bit tricky because nake motho o nake sabota shem. I understand gore ke trauma ke tla ka ilo tlenza ku riven ka suna crocodile if I have to.
it's
Do you
so
get?
crocodile. But like, yeah, no, I get what you're saying and I get where you're coming from. But what I'm saying is that gore, okay, helping our friends
Yeah.
does not mean gore, we need or we are obliged to help them even when they did like
Wrong.
something wrong.
Yes.
Yes,
Good choice.
ke choice ya hae. Nearly choice ya hae molao. They have to now deal with the consequence because ha ba kreya gore o bolaile motho o patile motho o dilonyana se bja, you go down with them.
So when you're not 100% chumi o support chumi. Una di limits. E motho fanele stop or I'm unavailable.
Not for me.
Bye. My morals matter. Drop.
Ish.
But also, ne, in that situation, indirectly, not even indirectly, he is helping, just not in the conventional way.
yes. Just not like practically or like.
'Cause,
Yes.
yeah, when you really think about it, ne, if you
Of
say that you
course.
killed a person and you suggest that we hide the body, I'm not helping you, Fandiwani.
And then
I'm just-
also, you can't say gore, I killed a person.
Ke
Context.
mistake.
Context. Because
explain.
sometimes
And
you-
again, mistake. You are if like.
Yeah.
Give me, so, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but a mistake.
Even in a mistake, like
Even in a mistake.
if we suggest that, okay, let's go bury the body, aren't we delaying the process of actually dealing with that chapter and closing it?
Well,
Does anyone even think about the chapter? Oh, the question is, would you
what
do
would
it?
you do? Yeah. what
Would you do it? Yes or no? Are you helping the friend or not?
I am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ultimately,
you.
I am. No,
Thank
no,
you.
no, no.
Yeah.
I'm not helping you in the
in terms of
conventional way.
gore, rao pata.
Where we're going to bury it.
You're coming up with solutions.
I'm
such
coming
as
up with
Yeah.
a solution.
Okay.
Now, okay,
That's helping.
let's go to the
Yeah,
khatas.
exactly.
Let's tell them what
Let's
we
do
did,
that.
and then we'll see what we go on from there on.
Onka ne. Maybe this
Well, I don't
thing
know, Sabo
happened to
ya
you.
tao.
Onka, maybe this happened to you where now you understand. And now maybe umo picking a career or something right now is happening and you need to keep into you. You cannot go to jail.
Yeah,
You
but then
wanna go
again,
to jail, yeah.
let's think, and let's find different solutions. I think that's what he's also
You
saying.
can't think.
But then yeah, sure, I can't think at that point. But what led to me killing this person?
Let's say a mistake.
Ke
Maybe
mistake e bjang.
maybe you're fighting the one who pusher asleep.
A shy
Yeah,
That's
no,
a-
yeah, sure. That also kind of counts as self-defense. I get in a little one. So
Yes.
it was a thing of maybe like positioning. Pela o hopol hore if ke tlo isa magateng, obvious ba tlo botsa sorry. What had happened?
Okay.
And
so
plus-
let's
You're
say,
still going to
let's
jail.
say out of
But
panic.
also,
Out of panic, you cleaned the crime scene. What
Yes.
to do now?
You tell
couldn't
them.
think-
tell them
Thank you.
for the
They're
other
not
women
gonna
in the
believe
You're
crime
supposed
that.
to answer that question. Thank you.
They're not
Yes.
gonna believe that though. So
But
if we're going to the cops, you know that there's a possibility with Zoboshwa, and no one wants that.
And you're gonna undig the body and put it somewhere where they're gonna find the body.
But then remember,
No one
So
wants
would
that.
you rather live with the guilt that someone is dead and a family is mourning and will never
Ha ba
forget
itse
to
gore
see?
ngwana wa
Okay,
mokae.
now if you
For the
say
rest
it
of your
like
life.
that,
He
then
hole ya looking guilty conscious so that's when you're gonna be like, dog, a re tsamaye re ntsha setupo se re tla ira plan."
So why not just
Evidence.
call the why not just call the
or
police
why not
then
just
from
dump
jump?
it somewhere and just call the police? No?
I get at that
Or,
point,
uh,
Chomi can now phone it this is the situation. Are patestu porum latelega meeting.
Hence I'm saying, as a chomi, how yamaniti, as
Or Mr. Drong.
I'm
You
not
see
taking
it
you
as
to-
go isa
Ako isi
but I
tronko.
see it as me helping you.
I'm helping you. We're
Why
finding
sugar coating? Mr.
solutions.
Drong, finish and clear.
Wow,
sugar
we're
coater?
finding solutions.
Yes.
Even if it's not okay, we're trying to keep you out of jail.
Yes.
Let's find other better solutions to deal other than horo opates tu.
Okay, so King, solution of King Omo chapa to the piece
eh.
Okay, King, the solution. Give me an example.
Wena Chomi bakutshela
Let's go,
ukuthi
just
solution
like-
nje ukuthi bamise amaphoyiseni
That's
ukuthi
it.
Say straight, hold on, Mr. Trongo.
That's it.
Mr. Trongo.
Because it means that-
Trongo.
Yeah.
So, sharp, in the moment, la penica, wanu nyoko tusa chomi, mapurisha as the option. What's a ma wa mutusa and then that's on mapurisha.
Emona, just
What if
from
we phone
jump,
okay,
you
what
bring
if
the
we I'm
situation.
sorry, I'm gonna shut up, sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Nah,
apologize.
spec.
I apologize.
What if okay when I like I'm calling you ne ngikufonela seku late sengiphenikile ngamshisa lo muntu you're not going to help me still
I am going to help you.
She's
njani sengimshisi
I am
I'm full
going to help
evidence
you.
I'm panicking
No, I'm going to help you.
njani
We go to the hunters and we tell them everything.
We're changing the story and we're changing
Which,
the narrative once.
but like, here's my
to
chat.
keep you out of jail.
Here's my chat. At the end of the day, there is going to come a point where you're going to have to come up with the secret.
yes and there is a point where you're going to pay for your
But
sins.
not to
There is a point where
not
you're
to the
going to pay.
not to the exactly.
You are going to pay
Exactly.
regardless.
So
Whether
would
with
you
your
rather,
Yes.
would you rather pay consequences now than
life later.
What one with everybody also analyze peer.
also
So
period, yes.
yeah, ki se uta bas peer
But
sa
I'm
ka.
saying gore, sharp, ne, we come up with solution. To keep you out of jail, we change the narrative. If vele ka niti nelelwana o nele mistake ya hore umpushite hore babo hanyani debnyana. I mean, there are certain limitations to probably maybe sentence. Not you won't even be you probably
Oh
couldn't.
my god, the
couldn't
fact
even be
that we are
sentenced.
talking about going to be sentenced.
Exactly.
No, but I'm
Exactly.
saying,
What we
Horo, you
want.
could not even be. I don't know. I'm not a law
You
student.
could
You
because
can.
someone died.
Someone
you still
died,
have to go to jail.
But then again, the case is the fact that you didn't do it on purpose.
That's besides the
You
point.
didn't-
They can prove otherwise.
Either way, okay, the ultimate question that we're asking here is, would you rather pay your consequences now or later?
Everyone is going to say now. But like I am
No,
gonna
who's
say
everyone?
now.
Who's
Okay,
everyone?
okay, sorry.
Who's everyone? No.
Personally, I would say now.
I'd rather finish
Okay.
30 years.
Because in the way of
God.
God, in the way of Amadlozi, in the way of guilty conscience, like I don't want to deal with that. Like I don't want anything to backfire. It'd be like, hey, wena, awuphumeleli ngoba ubulala usibani bani, sibani bani uyakubokela. You know, I don't want that. But they're like, I don't want to go to the popo. I don't want to go to the popo.
Yeah,
A
ne.
lot of things
So-
happen in
Now
jail.
or pay later?
But personally,
You
I'd
lay
rather
by
pay
the
now.
consequences or you deal with them now?
And hopefully, the more you stay with the secret, the more it becomes a felony.
Yeah.
Ke a utlwa,
So now when you
wait,
pay with interest.
obvious. I know gore letsatsi la ka letla.
Yeah.
That is how motho a itse gore letsatsi la ka le fitlhile. I made peace with it. Do you understand? So ke choice ya how if you choose or also alone, also ka yona, it's fine. That it's a bit tricky, but then I still stand, Shem.
I feel like there's no one answer to this.
Yeah, no, it's not like a one answer thing. It's
Yeah.
just
We
know.
scared of the popo, okay?
We just
Jail
wanna-
ain't good.
We don't want to go to jail.
Jail ain't good,
We don't wanna
bruh.
be
Re
behind the
tshaba
bars.
tronko. Jumpsuitsela. Woo! One ebile.
Talking about
No.
jail. Hey, Chris Brown.
Get off my phone.
Brown.
Beyonce.
How dare they? Like, how dare they arrest that
Contact
man?
my sister.
I'm not sure.
Allegedly.
I'm not sure. Even allegedly is worse. Like, I read like half, ne? Chris Brown hit someone with a bottle in a club.
Yes. Ntombatan.
Ayon Dombatan.
Uh-huh.
Dombatan.
Ndifeke ngathi
I
ntombatan.
thought it was a dude.
Really?
I thought it was a dude, some producer or director, something.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And it's not into a match.
Yes.
You know? I just personally feel like you're just arresting him because he's Chris Brown.
You're just a Chris Brown fan. You will never
but
agree
then,
to
like-
nothing. You will never agree. Free Chris Brown.
Okay, when I'm why Simba manje? Umshange bodlela kamshanga.
Evidence.
Ngehammer or
Girl, you know, he got money. He could have delayed the whole thing.
nah.
What do you mean, why manje?
But wait, isn't he
What if
out?
He is out.
he
on
is
bail,
out because
worth
bail at
millions.
that, yeah, now 6 or 5.
6.5, 6.7, something million dollars.
Yes, dollars and 5.
But like he bodlela, like these things happen.
No,
Wait,
girl, a
wait,
crime is
wait,
a crime.
A crime
Excuse
is
you.
a crime.
Let me fix it.
Imagine you looking so pretty. Umuntu akushaya ngebhodlela ebusweni.
Okay,
Then
mina
suddenly you have
ngenzeni,
scars for life.
ngenzeni,
And
ukuthi
then
azangishaye, ngenzeni.
That
Oh,
no, that's an excuse.
It's
Right,
not
that's
an
an
excuse.
Violence give violence.
Violence
Okay,
is violence.
okay.
And it has to be.
Okay.
Who know the consequence?
Yes.
Yes.
Fair. That is so fair. That is so honest. God bless you. But at the
She's
end of
lying.
the day,
Wait.
at the end of the day, like, what did the other person do to Chris Brown? I'm shy.
Show me. Okay.
Wednesday,
I
Wednesday.
understand. Ne?
Wednesday.
Obviously, bakasi utlu hore what happened
Because
Chris
it's Chris
Brown.
Brown, because
It's
he got
his
money.
word against that one's word. The fact that Ola o choose the violence, imya hore muqaleng, do you understand? Una le qala. Because u actile. Why did he act?
Man, listen to Zenzega.
Oh, look at you now. Look at you. Look at you.
And like,
How?
So,
the man like that?
So, sasa mebakushaya nathi sithi izinto zenzeka.
Yeah.
what did I do? What did I do?
Now, so
It doesn't
now when it's your
matter.
turn, now we
It
must
doesn't
ask you.
matter.
No.
That's what I'm asking him. Good no guy Wednesday and Chris Brown. I'm shy.
It doesn't matter.
You were not showing me. You said, what did Chris Brown do? Hey,
nah.
what did that guy
The guy
do?
yes.
Gore ba mo
So now,
shape.
okay.
Nah.
Even if a person or let me
I know
leave
you're
that.
gonna come
So-
at
so-
me,
so-
but
so-
like,
So, according to Zbase, the context justifies the action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Is that what you're saying?
She
Zbase?
does utawe bulayela because she's dying for a man. That's
She's
Chris
dying for a
Brown.
man.
you know, I'm just fighting for Chris Brown. But then like, you know, we've seen so many scenes like this, and some people don't even get arrested. And then I just feel like you're just
So now
trying to
because it's-
torment the fact that he's Chris Brown.
No.
Girl,
You
no.
know, these things
For the
happen.
mere fact
I'm
that
not
he's Chris
condoning
Brown,
it.
he has to face the consequences.
Yes.
It
No
must be a
mungarala
lesson.
mehlo.
He's a media personality. He is a public figure.
Yes.
Yes.
You need to
Imagine-
keep that
Everyone, but he's
image.
human.
Imagine seeing.
Girl.
Yeah, sharp, you're
Human.
human. Then go to jail.
Onka.
Imagine
Have
seeing,
consequences. Like, you're human.
like imagine seeing your perpetrator whenever you open your social media thing. How will Instagram and they is dancing,
Exactly.
having a nice time, having a nice life.
As you're basically saying that, you're basically painting Chris Brown as a violent person.
Show me, okay.
He naturally.
Guys,
Okay, wait.
Chris Brown na makala
Allegedly,
makae.
yes.
Ho bua nnete. Ke ha kae bar Chris Brown o le so.
But
Say
he
it
doesn't
now.
do it
Wanna give him
unprovoked.
another-
He don't do it unprovoked. He don't do it unprovoked. He doesn't do it unprovoked.
So you're
I just
condoning
feel like
it.
he has bipolar.
You're condoning it. Why do me la qala eo?
Personally, I feel like he has bipolar, allegedly
Ain't no way you
so.
said
But, like,
You know what? Like, at the end of the day,
Oh
look,
my
I know that
gosh.
word is out of context right now.
It
but,
is,
like, I'm
it
just
is.
like, yeah.
you know what? At
No,
the end
my
of the day,
opinion.
I really don't condone violence. Honestly, like I'm just fighting the fact that it's Chris Brown. But also, like when you're fighting the fact that it's Chris Brown,
It
you also can't help but
contradicts.
think of what did the other person do? Why did you? You know, it's fine.
So right now,
It's
are you
fine.
defending the guy or Chris Brown?
I'm defending Chris Brown.
Girl,
Okay,
why are you saying
so,
that?
So
'Cause-
when
No.
Shebe does it, it's a
it's
different
an
story.
But
is it?
menzeni ushebe ukuthi azamshaya ngebhodlela.
Show me.
Wenzeni?
O condona violence.
Shebe
O
is a
condona
violent
violence.
person. Shebe is a violent person. Le habue le batho. He's a violent person.
Uyabo, he's a violent person even when
Chris Brown is
unnecessarily
a
so.
violent
Vocally.
person.
No.
Oh,
Relax
can you
like
imagine?
that,
He
he's
cute.
not. Don't laugh.
How would he be reacting
Don't
when
laugh.
it's oh, Chris Brown?
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Oh.
Yes, what were you saying?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good say oh shebe what. So why dumela nzu?
Hore.
Unka wena o dumela? I actually want to. I
Like,
saw we see. Let's hear him.
Let me
I saw if
even like the back,
a
Castro
chance.
doesn't
The
agree.
question-
He's
the
giving me
question-
side eyes. It's
question-
fine.
Wait, guys, ke bone video e nngwe maloba ya this ke couple e nngwe ne. This guy was like, there's one thing e basadi they can't do. There's one thing e banna e re etsang e basadi like ke tlo ba palla, and then he kept quiet.
Yep.
The girl was like, what are you talking about? So
Stop the video.
here, let Unka speak. We've been talking.
No, now I just asked the question.
You've been-
What do you stand on?
Yeah.
That's what she's asking.
I mean, context doesn't justify actions.
Okay.
Yes.
So-
If I
literally
beat
the
you
only one.
up,
I'm literally the only one because
if I
it's
beat you
Chris
up,
Brown,
finding
so.
out the context doesn't really change the fact that I
Yes.
beat you up.
Okay.
I beat you up,
Okay.
It's your word against
Yeah,
his.
but
So
but I beat you up.
Understandable.
yes, I'm
but
saying,
Oksala,
I'm
you
saying the
put
context
me
valid,
like
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, put me on millions on millions. Oksala, you know,
Girl,
it's fine.
no.
I'm not really condoning violence like the
She
honest
is.
truth. No, I'm not condoning violence,
You
but
are.
it's just Chris Brown. There's an exception.
So Chris Brown is an
Get
exception.
off camera.
in my books, there's an
Girl,
exception.
Get
But
out
like,
of here. Like,
No.
what do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, let's ask you how you feel about this one. Nah? I'm gonna ask you how you feel about this one.
nah.
There's yeah. I want to hear your side of this.
Okay.
So in Yeovil, there was a teen who was bullied by 7
Oh.
kids, a 14-year-old.
Yeah, like bayenze kahle babosha.
So now it's justified. Now it's just not justified. Okay.
Okay. So there's a 14-year-old teen who there's a video circulating if I'm not. It's a 14-year-old teen who was bullied by seven girls.
Imagine being
And-
bullied by 7 girls.
All those bullies are not arrested, and she's been telling her mother that she's been threatening to kill herself.
Valid.
But Swatle just said
Valid.
that Bababoshi must.
No, they're
Baboshi.
not.
No, they are new circulating.
No, they were not. So they went to court, but it was postponed
Yes.
to yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I just haven't had a time to go and check the
Recheck,
updates. But they were at court, if I'm not mistaken, on Monday. Then the case was postponed to Wednesday. But the girl was pressing her mother for open charges because if you don't,
Yo.
say goodbye to me.
She's actually
But
smart.
she's
for
very smart.
saying that.
Very, very smart. And what I think right now is happening is the fact that the school suspended
And
them.
it's different schools, ne? But
No,
from other schools.
Bedford.
Same.
I think so, yeah. So they
Suspend.
are looking for, well, not, they are looking at, okay, obviously they're suspended, but they're also looking at disciplinary hearing. But my question then is, Khore, disciplinary hearing, sharp, suspension, what is that going to,
Why not
personally-
expel?
Exactly.
Why not
Throw
expel
them in juvenile care
Yeah, no, it goes to juvie, honestly.
once.
Man, imagine now this
Your
kid
daughter
has to
lives
live-
with that. The video is circulating
Bro.
of your daughter being thrown around.
That was so
Okay.
imagine.
So, okay.
You know?
So 7 teenage girls are facing charges of common assault after a video of them allegedly bullying a fellow learner made the rounds on social media. The girls, aged 13 and 14, will be appearing in the Johannesburg Magistrate Court. They were arrested, then released into the custody of their parents. The assault is said to have taken place in Bellevue in Johannesburg. Lumka Begindau brings us this story.
Exactly.
The mother of the victim says her child has made it clear that if the teenage girls who abused her are not taken to prison, she's going to harm herself. This comes after the girls appeared in court on Monday.
Oh, guys, also, do you think cameraman turns abo shulen?
Yeah. Well,
No, but
no, not
in
really.
that video, not everyone was for that act. If you bega kahle.
But none of them were doing anything.
Yeah,
about
none of
it.
them were doing it. That's the thing. If you could look at it, not everyone was for it, but
All
they
of
didn't
them
do
were
anything.
laughing.
No, not everyone was
Did
laughing.
they?
There was some hand sitting, or there was a hand sitting this side.
Wait, see, what I've learned is that whether or Taylor, whatever you were there, you did nothing.
You did
did
nothing.
nothing,
So you
yeah.
are an
You
accomplice as well.
yes, Luena, witness.
Because
Luena.
why would you sit there? Imagine, bawe tabonolo kinne fela ko level like rio chomia ka ba ibeta. Chomia ka ba ipulisha. And then kausani ki post a video. Kinne ke rutu.
Yeah.
Kinne fela net so. Ke sa iriselo.
I think as Bonolo wa Kale, ne, I wasn't even going to tell my mom Harabatwaris. I was gonna keep quiet. I'm soft like I don't know what's wrong with me, but kiswela kamagare.
Same.
Honestly, and I'm glad she did that. So you can imagine liba who are not exposed. Liba basirisating gabon. They're not saying anything.
There's a lot of kids who get bullied. Especially nowadays, a lot. And none of them have the audacity or the courage to actually speak out.
The courage.
Why do people even bully others? Because we're trying to raise awareness so much, like to make it not even a norm. Like it should be like a really bad stigma to like bully someone.
How's that the
Why,
tune?
why is it still
'Cause
done? Like why are people doing it?
Projecting insecurities.
Yeah. Also judging by the video. When I watched the video, absolutely disgusting. But when I watched the video, it is like you said, and doing that, you're trying to like actually get validation from your friends. Yeah, very shy. So there was one child who was quiet, stood up, and then started talking, and then started like hitting the goat because why? Oboni babang bayir. So it's like, oh, I can do this because I mean my friends are doing it.
Yeah.
And
Peer
it's
pressure.
Cool.
Peer
Also peer pressure. Because also, come on, no kid in their rightful mind will go and pull a child, like another fellow learner, knowing who there are consequences. Have the audacity to say, you keep quiet. If you say something, sigasi trend at that school. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, it's really sad, man.
Ne?
Yeah, we should really raise awareness on bullying again.
pisses me off.
I think Dilo vele di kasi change because one of these bullies, ne, okakara zanga ba bully before.
It's a
It's either go high ke bana ba ba tshwenyang so ba projected dilo tsa go high ba re disa ko sekolong. That is a problem.
Yeah.
So all probably dila le ngwana wa trauma, ngwana o seng sharp, o zama go feel better ka o doing the same thing to the next person. That is a problem.
But then it's not always the case.
Because my sweethearts.
Yeah, because I remember vividly that my bully was a sweetheart to Abbas Albaki. He was one of those people who were like literally washes dishes, does like narume hangwanula, but then hafika ko skolong totally different person. And when the word came out, Khori, he was a bully, and not only to me, to a point where I had to change classes and write notes and dun. That, when my mom actually came to school and spoke about that, that's when the mother and the father actually were very shocked to find So it's not necessarily the trauma that happens at home, but it's necessarily something that people say, no, if I'm a school kid and I do this, I'm being popular because
it's a choice.
I bother.
Ke ngwana setting the consequence. Oh, ke ngwana o phelang fela.
Another thing.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's a very touchy situation.
Who deserve justice?
For real.
Speaking about justice, case Cwecwe.
That is so sad.
That's a sad case.
That is so sad. After so many protests and everything, for it to be dropped because there's no evidence or whatever.
Personally, not personally, I feel like there was evidence hidden.
There was enough evidence.
There was
a lot of evidence.
Like even, and it's so sad that because
actually go court sorry for go court how do you explain hore ntho e iretseng ko ngwana if o hana motho hore a ye tronko
Exactly.
o experience it bjang because I tira that is
That's the sad part.
Like now, Cwecwe has to live with Ntahore. This happened and I never got justice for it.
And yes, she's living now. Now, when I was looking at the mother's interview, but the child is now happy, bubbly, and tontone, but for a certain period of time because up to what
Bushio.
age? Because remember, Kingwana, and every time she closes her eyes, she probably dreams about that.
and also do you feel like social media era dilo worse had they been private about it but say like we're public do you think maybe
No.
ngwane a hola a ka se be hore now everyone knows the taba tsaka
She will then find
only-
out that people were fighting for her.
Yeah, but the only thing when people started posting her picture, like justice for Cwecwe, like don't post her picture
Like
online.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're fighting for justice, but like just don't visit her. You know, that was the only.
The AI picture was fine, or the art picture was fine, because at the end of the day, it's a kid, and that represented a kid. But like what I'm saying is, with that, I don't think
It's a
social
problem.
media did
Yeah.
her wrong. I think, in fact, it did a way
A
better
lot.
job at
Yeah.
actually raising awareness for that kid, because then there was some sort of like resolution, some sort of way
Some
forward.
sort of
nyana.
yes.
Because then you could see okay, sharp. We sprayed this, we sprayed that. Then this. I don't think without social media,
We wouldn't have gotten
yeah,
this far.
and
Yeah.
plus we couldn't have known what was happening. Liko the police station, even the upper stations or the parliament or whatnot.
So in this case, social media did do
Did a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
A lot.
Did do a lot.
a lot.
You know, because now it exposed a lot of things, or what really happens in the background, what is going on, why are these cases also unresolved. So it just did a lot.
what's the point of a petition if ngwana o lose qala if you lose the case what is the point of it why retsa di petition why re strike why dilo tsotletse only for it gore motho a re nope not guilty
It is so sad
It's sad.
that it happens that way sometimes, but I think it's not a thing ya gore.
most of the time
Yeah, most of the time. So but I also think gore, it's not something we should blame. Like, we should say gore, no, why then do all of these things? Why then do all these things? I think those things are one way of dealing with something, or those things are one way of raising certain awarenesses. So it's not necessarily a gore, why then should we sign petitions? Why then should we like protest? And so. I think without the protests, without the petitions, it wouldn't have gotten, because when you hear the story of the mother, she says, Jorge, the case was already like thrown out of the.
And
What am I calling?
it also about awareness, because everyone knows ukuthi lo principal umuntu onjani.
Yes.
The driver umuntu onjani, or the headmaster, or who kept her, whoever
I think
the janitor
the
or something.
malume, whatnot.
Yeah, everyone knows ukuthi you could possibly be like the perpetrator or whatever. So it raised awareness ukuthi people must know that they are not safe around these people. If justice is not served, but people know ukuthi, you know what, these people. Yes.
so ka mokho ne re bjang South Africa ka teng re re ke motherland do you still believe in that o sa believe gore ke motherland
Personally, no.
Motherland. And what? Explain
We've lost the
what do you mean by
definition
that?
of what motherland is.
Motherland is the origin. How do
It's the
motherland-
origin,
what the
yes.
origin-
Yes.
But now, looking at how things are now, we are more reliant on any.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, we are more reliant on other countries more than ourselves.
Yeah.
We're more reliant on like the outside. instead
Hape ha o
of-
sana peace mo.
Yeah, ha o sana
The
peace.
grass is not green. If shele, ke dust, ke mmu, ke diretse, ha o sana skontiri.
We are living in a desert.
I get that, but it doesn't change the fact that we're still in the motherland.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
Yeah,
actually.
it doesn't. But,
Ya
I
deserve
mean,
go bitswa yalo.
I mean, whether it deserves to or not, it's still the
Cruelly
motherland.
or not,
it's
it
it's
is.
the origin.
Fact remains that it is.
It's not something. It's not a title that it
Can be
attained from
erased.
being for its integrity or no. It's because it's the origin. That is why it's called
Okay,
the
true.
motherland. But
Nice.
yeah, ladies and
Nice, nice,
gentlemen,
nice.
in other news, our presidente went to the States to go talk to.
Cupcake.
That one, wale, harage ma.
what's we-
Yo.
I don't even.
So Trump and Ramaphosa had a sit down. And yeah, it's just as you would imagine. Trump just talking over Ramaphosa and acting a fool and yeah.
Oh yes, he has Afrikaners just there. Afrikaners are very influential.
My whole argument with the thing, Joe, I get you're trying to spread awareness, Trump, but
What
there's so
awareness?
many things. Exactly.
What awareness?
Right? It's
Instead
a
of
very
saying,
valid question.
okay, we are standing with you and fighting certain issues, issues that are very, very serious, pressing issues like the issues about Cwecwe, then it was an international thing. It was like an international thing to a point where even people in America actually saw the story and they commented about the story. But then again, instead of pressing about that, you're worried about what? Afrikaners.
Ke bone mo posting of a lot of Afrikaner ba ka cause like go ku US all
They-
Africans.
Exa-
They don't speak English.
Exactly.
They don't even speak English.
Exactly. And you run from a country where you have homes, you have it's only to be a refugee.
It's
heard-
Baba Lagari farmers are like
I heard there's this other
Only
guy.
to be a refugee.
He owns a mine. He
Ah,
owns
ole pele
a
umborile.
mine.
Ole umborile.
okay.
Has a 5-bedroom house.
Asbon Kilaron.
Left his mother in South Africa just to be a refugee in the States.
Imagine.
Shame.
He tried
Left.
to articulate.
Ramulewisa. I mean, get upgrade according to yena. So rena re tla re
upgrade.
for ko
It's not
yena.
enough, great.
Ko yena.
Ah, ba bona no basukhe.
Mara
But like,
guys,
who doesn't
Basuke.
know that? Like, Ngale, they don't even know Africans. Like, who doesn't
Who
know
does
that?
But
why
all
ba
I'm
sa
saying,
ikuku Amsterdam mar?
all I'm saying, kore basukhe ha, because why? I'm still what?
Nna ke bolele ke di facial expressions tsa Ramaphosa.
Yo. But
Those are the ones
he
that are
was so
trending.
embarrassed.
Cupcake.
Like with Trump, it's okay to prepare,
Damn.
but like that was not being prepared. That was like totally bashing South Africa and
Yeah.
Ramaphosa.
No.
Like he
That
was
That's
wasn't
no,
even
but
a
like a stain
conversation.
hazel, I was like,
No,
Eh.
you know what the problem is? I don't think Trump is a problem. And shoot me if I'm wrong. I don't think Trump is a problem. But
I'm sure.
he's the right man,
He's
right hand man.
He's
He's
instigating the
instigator.
problem. He's
The Afrikaner who ran from. Imagine
what's in bang most conflicting so?
Elon Musk is one. Hakeri Elon Musk is a snake. Or like a devil walking. Oh, okay, not really, but like he's an instigator. Well, he's a horrible person because looking at how it was there, Nakana, it would be better, or we would maybe say, maybe he's doing something nyana if he said Afrikaners
Goopy.
come to America and then relifa only to be refugees.
it was a pity move. My theory, and this is my theory, nah? This is
But
not
also they're not
factual.
refugees. But yeah,
This is my theory. My theory is because South Africa refused for Elon Musk's Starlink to be part of South Africa. That's the only reason why he acted out of pettiness. And
because
be
they
like,
knew.
you know
They
what?
knew.
I got it say.
They knew. O shapo kwa asithola boa.
Ke ntho batho ne ba e buang.
Asithola boa.
Because, guys, he's really pushing this whole thing as Starlink. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, if he were to penetrate to the point where he wants to and penetrates and gets Starlink in all the countries that he wants Starlink to be in, nah? He's obviously going to offer internet at a lower rate. You know what that means? Every other service provider is cuts off that service.
Down.
Starlink is the only option.
That
then
works.
once Starlink is the only option, it means that we would be literally, everything would be at the palm of Elon's hand.
Smart. But
It's dumb. It's not smart.
no. Kira as motor business.
Okay, yeah.
It's
in terms
smart.
of that, then yeah.
Le Trump le na kongu is una like motor business, but na kongu it doesn't really benefit people.
Yeah.
It really doesn't
It
benefit
doesn't.
yena luan.
It does.
What happened to Musadi Omunyani?
Why?
The young lady I used to like her. I was like, she pretty. But it is as you call up Elon Musk.
Oh, Elon, my baby.
Yeah, Joe.
We should say Velor US Velor Kawane. You want to upgrade that? Go to UK, Thailand, China, Korea.
I'd go to
The others,
Japan.
Africa. Start and go Africa,
I'd go
man.
to Japan,
I'd go to
honestly.
Australia.
Oh.
Iyo.
Wagai?
Iyo.
Wagai?
Iyo.
Where?
Katala.
Samaya Sinte.
Hamba Chuba.
I'm joking. I wouldn't. But South Africa, Ishmara, South Africa. Don't.
I feel like
Oops,
Europe is the not really. I don't want to say safest, but safe option. As much as they're so strict, ka go travel, they're so strict. But naga di lots of thing. Like guys, aba hembenya ba better than US. USA also in beefly Canada, Mexico, Korea, Trump. That man, go his style, on Palasha.
Style Eleon.
Gabu.
Gabu
I
orange.
actually want to say it so bad.
Gabu orange.
Nah, if
I mean,
anything.
when on peta, or like a blonde, orange. Ole Junker came about something about so you see the orange mosque.
Orange clear.
Yeah,
Can't
like
you want to color mine?
street. I see the color mine.
Yeah,
Nah, if anything, Ramaphosa ngabe ilabuela no re chief. I get zoro go no controlang weather mara Joe tell sanyana mo man.
I think
This cold front was a
ke
madness.
one like
It's mad.
but Kale before in the sense that na gore ke ra legit look apparently gore ke la tshwafa
Huh? What?
ke re Trump
King?
ke bone like a comment or some but Kale no kole na sense that like because of Muriri they were like ke la tshwafa
It's African again.
It's Swafi.
albino
It's Swafi.
Swafi King
Albino.
What is
albino
Albino.
she just
No, she was using a term we use in Pretoria.
So like, did I get it right? No?
we don't know what that is. I thought that was a
That's a whole
mshangelo.
different thing.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that a
So what does she mean?
She means Uguti, people thought that
Because
Trump
of
was
the
an
hair.
albinism, lived with albinism.
Okay. What do you call it? Yeah, what do you call it? What's it called?
Ke le tshwafa.
Letwafa.
Tshwa.
Letwafa. We're right.
Oh my
Excel, all right.
Hey, ke mang o iretseng ka o ka Scots. Osa,
He come back.
he come back.
What you say? Scos Puma.
Ke man na le go Thembisa. Ke ena ne? Ba re nna le go
Actually,
Thembisa.
he's
There's someone,
kinda cute.
yeah. I saw her go Thembisa. I was like, okay.
No,
Okay.
he's coming back. I saw a video of him perform. I get on
He's taking pictures with everybody now. I'm like,
Really?
okay.
Oh,
Well,
that's
like you wouldn't-
nice.
No,
I
no,
can-
no, no, no.
Now, ke dumelana le statements sa Castro se nna se bolelang on the episode and re bolela ka Scots gore ya wa tetsola. Like he means the apology.
Okay,
Mo one.
that's nice.
I mean,
Yeah. Ke a dumela. I don't know. I wanna out of these mean or what celebrities snacks. I still like Shebe Sheta. Not to sound, but I really like that guy. I feel like he's soft. I don't know.
Kestra's gonna kill me for this. I don't like him.
He
also don't like him.
he almost killed Spatley.
Yeah.
I saw what she said, but he was like,
I don't personally. I feel like there's a certain amount of Sorry, no, never mind. I was gonna.
Unfiltered thoughts.
No, okay, sharp. As I was given the opportunity to say, sharp. So now, I personally think there is a certain amount of being ghetto that I can like intake.
Yes, same. Like
So Yena is not a
Too-
person. I
too
don't
vulgar.
even think he's that ghetto in real life. Personally, I feel like he's just upstaging us or just doing
Chill
publicity.
front.
It's I just feel like it's a front. Cause how when you ngwanyana, uka
Okay. Yes.
afika kwena awufase the
Eh,
way
you're
afasa
asking
ka-
the wrong person. Don't
Yes.
ask Bunolo. You are asking the wrong person. You are asking
But like
the wrong
also,
person.
But
like,
girl.
Bunolo,
I don't
uyayithanda
think-
i-rough neck, i-rough things.
guys.
No, wrong person.
I don't think he's that rough.
But
in
I
real
said
life.
he's soft. Mus.
I just feel like
The
it's a front
chill.
so that people don't like.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, to get back to get back to that Cosmo Puma thing. You all know Jody Show, I guess.
Jolly show, why yeah?
Yeah, like the MTV show, Jody
Yeah.
Show. Y'all,
Jolly show,
Yeah,
why
boy.
yeah?
We remember that.
so y'all know
Oh, I
who
love
Scotty
it.
T is, right?
Yeah, Scott 18.
Scotty T,
Mhm.
the most random link up ever. Scotty T was in Timbisa with Cosmo Puma, grooving.
Only gossip. We're listening to the gossip.
Hold on, wait,
They
what?
were grooving.
Yeah, they were grooving in
They were
Timbisa.
having fun
Yeah.
in Timbisa. Scott,
In Timbisa, Scotty T and Scots.
Scotty T was
The
here.
Scots.
The
The
Scots.
Scots.
The Scots were grooving.
But like, Scotty T, le nangare ke ngwana bo Trump so.
Ah.
I'm joking.
Showcation.
I'm joking.
Oh my
Say
god.
that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Ne?
It's actually good that he's actually turning a leaf. Like Bunolo said, I don't think that he's actually genuine with his apology. That it's good that like he acknowledges that we are all
Yeah.
human,
Really,
okay?
I think he saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all human.
I think he saw that he's nothing without his fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
And South Africa
It reminds me. You know what it reminds me of? There's a video that was I don't know if it was circulating. I don't know if everyone saw it, but it went kind of viral. Of Funny Chef, doing like a video basically of.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
so
like
people
were
oh,
what?
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
one,
yeah.
some of her friends were asking her for pictures, and
video
then
of
one
what?
of them, like,
was like
she
a
was
skit.
she was basically responding to the whole Scots Mapuma situation. So it was a skit sort of.
Yeah.
So she got in the house. When she got in the house, there was one person who asked for a picture, but Nanyaka would say snippet Lena
Obvious.
and then
Yeah.
situation at the end, one was like Kinyakulu Marama or
Wait, I'm
whatnot,
sorry.
whatnot.
Who is that?
The Funny Chef.
Funny Chef.
What's funny about him?
Wait.
Yo, my
Her.
brother.
She's
It's
insane.
a girl.
She is insane.
She is.
She is.
I love
she's
her.
amazing.
Yeah.
Funny Show is
I
like
love
She's
her.
funny.
I
We
don't know
we
the
love you,
person.
Funny Chef.
Oh, I love
Shout out.
love
I
her.
don't know her.
I love her.
I'm sure you've seen her,
You've
but you
definitely
our
seen
catcher
her.
libito.
Yeah,
Oh.
you've definitely seen her.
Could be that
Oh.
our catcher libito.
Yeah.
We love viral go guy TikTok.
Yeah,
I need to go back on TikTok.
And
I need to
then-
go back.
And then
I'm
right,
missing out.
Because
Right after
definitely,
that-
I thought you've seen it before, but
so Mizi also came out with a video saying, guys, if y'all want anything as South Africans,
I'll
please,
give you.
by all means.
I'll give
I
you
will,
by all
yeah.
means.
So it was basically that I think also like celebrities
Oh, yes, her. Yes.
now
21 consecutive days.
Later.
Yes.
now
Oh,
she
okay.
gives.
Nah.
Yes.
Okay.
You, it's okay. It's the name. The thing is, we don't
Funny
catch
Chef,
names.
yeah, it's
we
the
don't
name.
catch names.
So is the
You don't
name.
care about names.
Exactly. We just know your face.
Just know your face.
Just know your
and
face.
cotton.
And you condom. Yep.
Stop.
I'm sorry. We behaving.
Moving on. I'm sorry. Kat. What were you saying?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
Nah.
I know you also.
Literally.
What's our
I'm always hungry. But yeah.
if we were doing like an advertisement for a restaurant, that would have been like the proper link up.
Ooh,
Unfortunately.
get that
Yeah.
Erta kansang dijo.
So
Of course.
if y'all want a promo, please.
Ja.
we don't sell beer.
Mara
Yeah.
effing STC, KFC. How? Shembe. How
I
did
must say, Steers owes me 2 million rand. Kadla. I'm joking. I just wanted to be relevant. I'm joking.
We get it.
I'm joking.
We get it. Multi-personality.
joking.
We
No.
get it.
I'm joking. No, I'm legitimately joking.
Actually, can I
Change
ask
of
y'all, how toxic are you?
Okay, I was extremely toxic.
Out of 10.
11. I was extremely toxic.
Okay. You.
But
Yes.
I knew how to level my toxicity.
It depends on the environment about to or just on the day.
Motho environment lo hore re bolela byang.
Okay, then when I go on na le bo toxic ba how and then le motho mo ya kopana.
Eish. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it still 11?
It's way past 11 at that point.
Damn. Girl.
No, the thing is, I never really wanted people to cross me ever again. So it was like, if you cross me, then I will take you to the pits.
Oh,
Kevin.
I love it.
Heck,
Stuff it, I like it.
That's the thing.
heck,
I'm joking. No.
heck,
Nope.
bruh.
No, but like, yeah, but I've turned a new leaf, like Scott's.
Like Scott, yeah.
Show me when.
We turn and leaves this time.
Like Scott.
It depends too on the situation, on the person.
Average.
Out of 10.
Average, like,
Yeah.
out of 10, like 4.5.
Okay, explain.
4.5.
We are before 4.5.
Because it depends on what's happening and how low can a person go. Because I can go lower. Like, it just depends.
So
just-
4.5, you like 5. We're just running it off. It's 5.
Let's just give it 5. Let's just give it a 5
So,
out of 10,
okay.
right?
5 out of 10.
Onga,
No, what about you? What about you?
what about
No.
asking
You see, one thing that I've noticed about Bonola, ne? She's going to ask this
Aibo.
question,
And
and
then
then
she
once
won't
I'm
answer it.
once
Yeah.
I'm
No,
done, she's
I'm
not
the
going to
question.
answer.
No, I asked the questions
Yes.
here.
So what about you?
I'm not toxic.
Girl!
I'm joking.
Out of 10.
Before or now? Okay.
Out of 10.
Well, now it's 6. 6.
Literally.
Why are you shaking your
Why are you
head?
shaking your head?
It's 6 or less.
It's not less, higher.
Cash just saying
What
higher.
makes you say that?
Kupega.
Why?
Kupega.
Why? Give me reasons. Because I know me.
Girl?
Tell me now.
So you're sticking with your answer? Six,
Yes,
six. Your
6.
final answer.
6, yes.
Okay.
I'm toning it down.
Okay.
You?
I don't think I'm just toxic.
Oh,
2.
no.
2.
No.
2.
No.
2.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
Wait, I zoned out. What?
No.
2.
He said
No.
no.
Plus 5.
Maybe like 5, yeah.
2.
2 plus 5.
2.
Uncle is
Or like
toxic.
7. On a
2.
scale of
Yes.
10,
2.
2.
No.
You say
I would literally safely say also 1.
No.
1 and 2. Somewhere there. The highest is 2.
so
No.
no.
I've
And
never-
that's the
Onka.
highest.
Nah.
No.
Ish, but then guys,
Nah.
okay, maybe I've never
Probably
experienced
like
that
radi
toxic.
diversion says that's running. Okay.
No matter like, come on.
Come
Yes.
on. Exactly.
We've
Yes.
spent so much time together.
Exactly.
No.
No.
Besides being a good person, Onka is toxic. Hartosabu good personality, whatever you
High
have.
too. Maybe. But again, what's this word? A type bit passive aggressive.
And that's as far as I can go. Being passive aggressive.
I'm saying 5.
No, you know why y'all should listen to Kevin? Kevin spent most of his time.
We
with
don't
me,
care. It
bro.
makes no difference.
It
We
makes
don't
no
care.
difference.
Because you could Okan Pila Lily Kevin wa month whatever. Right? Rona, we have different opinions and experiences. You have.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
back at
And
home.
you were saying I must go higher. So why can't I say my
Ladies
answer
and
to
gentlemen
you?
back at home.
I
No,
wanna
I get it.
ladies
I
and
get it.
gentlemen.
I get it. All 6. Ke go dumeletse gore o re 6 I get.
Well, na go dumelle, na go botsa.
You see the double standards. on
There's
the
no
show,
double
ladies and-
standards. I admitted my
Bonolo.
6. I know that I am toxic and it's 6.
We
What do you
fought to
guys-
6. We
On
fought
a
to 6
scale of
and
10,
accepted.
how do you rate Castro?
Ke mopedi.
How do you rate Castro?
Even my eyes
What?
just.
Ke mopedi.
Did you say 10?
Castro ke mopedi.
Who? No, I'm saying my eyes. I will let
Oh.
Because I was expecting the
Because
question.
Kemupedi.
Castro ke mopedi. Pedi people are the pettiest people alive.
Well, that is true. They're very petty.
Pedi people are passive aggressive. One.
I wouldn't say
Entirely, like very, very, very petty. But you wouldn't even notice it. But very petty.
It
If they-
depends on
yeah,
Romang and
exactly.
Wirileng.
Exactly.
And also
So
in
it's all
general.
about not revenge, but you know.
Mara.
But who
My
rate the
Castro, I'd
Castro?
say-
Just
yeah,
to read the Castro.
Oh, Castro. I've never seen the pettiest
Nah,
side of
I'd-
Castro.
Castro
I'd
toxic
say-
is 7.
The
I think like
pettiest-
5 or
the
6.
pettiest.
He's
Out of
saying
10.
10.
He's saying 10.
Exactly.
He's saying 10.
10 it is.
He's saying
Exactly.
10.
10 it is.
Thank you for
10 it is.
confessing.
He
Thank
just
you for
told us 10.
confessing.
Nah,
And
but
also, I think the pettiest thing I've seen Castro do is zero. But no, I'm not going to mention it.
Say it.
No,
Say it.
no, no, no,
say
no,
it.
no, no,
Unfiltered
I
chats.
wanna know.
Nah.
Oh, Hana Gayona.
No. About a certain somebody, but yeah.
But he said 10, so we're gonna
He said
stick
10.
to
He
10.
literally said 10.
Because
So
he said 10.
it's 10.
It's 10.
Nah. Now I'm saying 4, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4. That's
Okay.
like it. 4. Yeah, that's max 2.
Do you guys think a bit of toxicity is healthy?
Yeah, it is.
Well.
It is.
It depends.
Let me
Like,
shut up. Let me shut
It
up.
depends. Like, guys, I don't know, but the journey that I'm on right now taught me that being petty is not worth it. Literally isn't.
That's
not
true.
worth. It's not worth it.
You know what?
Hmm.
Kevin, thank you for joining us today. It was we had a lovely time with you. We
amazing.
appreciate it. And guys, thank you for watching. Guys, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
comment,
Always be a
share.
good person.
And
Be a
this
good
is
person.
Talk In, Talk Out. See you next time.
Yo.
Mwah.
I'm not back. I'm just volunteering. Guys, I am not toxic. Not at all.
He is.
Castro's toxic.
Nigga is.
He is.
Yo, I'm probably gonna
That's
get backlash about this. Because I said he's petty. Because he's petty.
Yo, see
Well,
y'all.
I'm petty as well, but.
Bye.
Nah. Whoa.
Nigga toxic.
So thank you so much for having
Why
me.
must we
guys.
sugarcoat it?
Thank you so much for having me.
Toxicity abantu. But okay.
Hey, man, so you would rather not it be sugar coated?
No. Nete ne bela mkhola ka teng. Re
Mara what
thabisa bo
does it
mang?
mean?
Are sugarcoat?
Okay.
Nah, I sugarcoat sale. I'm just saying, I'm probably gonna get backlash. But hey, I don't care. It's just
Give
what
more
it is.
podcasting. That's the whole point. You shouldn't care. You shouldn't care.
I'm gonna be a Sima from now on.
Give
Sima.
unfiltered thoughts and chats.
Sima
You
does not
understand?
care.
So we say dilo brutally, blatantly.
Blatantly, like a sharp knife.
Yeah, we.
Ladies and gentlemen, Talk In, Talk Out as a podcast is not liable and does not take responsibility of any of the opinions that are shared on this platform.
Yes.
Every person who stands and says whatever they say is publicly saying their own opinion, and we are not liable for anything that they say. So if you want to send them lawsuits, please
Please don't
kindly.
send one my way because I'm gonna send it to.
Just,
No.
you know what, Guan. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you for watching, Baswarre.
I apologize, but
No,
you
I'm
can.
not closing again. Bye.
Girl.
Thank you for having me. So it has been amazing, guys.
Thank you for being
Thank you
here.
very much, Kevin, for taking your time to be here, man. We appreciate you.
Hopefully this is not the last.
Yes, sir.
course.
Yes,
Of course
sir.
not.
100%.
What the Zaza?
100%.
We want you here.
Yeah.
We want you. Gale gukala.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, see y'all next week. Thank you.
Bye.